So this is Study Strategies Part 2. We're going to be talking a little bit about the type of processing that tends to be most effective for retaining information that we're learning. So one of the things that science tells us is that deep processing is much better than superficial or surface processing. So when we're listening or learning new information, we want to be processing that information on a deeper level. That can mean a number of different things. We want to be thinking about the information in an active way and think what it means. So instead of taking verbatim notes of what we're hearing, it's much more effective if we can listen to the entire picture, maybe for 2 or 3 minutes. And when we finish listening, just kind of process what we have heard, think about it, and write down just the conclusions. That conclusion is already a processed information because we have had to think about what we heard, formulate a coherent sentence about it, and write it down. And that is an example of deeper processing. Another example of deeper processing is that when you take information that you're hearing and try to make it a little bit more personal, okay? So for example, you're learning about the different types of memory, sensory memory, short-term memory, and long-term memory. And so you can start thinking about your own examples from your own life when you have an easy time remembering something, when you have a hard time remembering something, and how that all ties into the concept of sensory short-term and long-term memory. That kind of personal application of the knowledge tends to be one of the most effective ways of learning and retaining what we have learned. Okay, to be continued on the last videotape, and then we'll move on to actually the lectures that are coming up.